Alright, I want to talk about this while this is still fresh on my mind, okay? The guy rapes a woman in Century, pulls her into the woods, broad daylight. Man pulls her into the woods, rapes her, chokes her, and runs from the cops. Guy gets caught, guy goes to jail, guy gets a $500,000 bond. If he has somebody rich enough, he can bond out. Alright, what I'm talking about is the judicial system. I've talked about this before in other videos, but I finally figured out what exactly is wrong with the judicial system. There's no consequences for anything. What are we taught in life? In school, in church, at work, what are we always taught? There's a consequence for everything, okay? Alright, you cheat on your wife or your spouse, there are consequences or divorces. If you show up late and do a lousy job at your job, you have consequences. You're fired. You know, if your kid does bad in school, the consequences are you are labeled as a bad parent. That's a consequence. But it seems that we've lost our way in consequences whenever we commit crimes like rape, murder, incest, killings, and just all kinds of different stuff, okay? I mean, how do you think it makes people feel knowing that, let's just say somebody you know gets killed, okay? And I'm tired of hearing these people say stuff like, well, they'll never see the light of day again, or they'll never be free again. They are technically still free. You go out and rob a bank, commit murder, pretty much do the most heinous thing you could think of, pretty much. You're still going to go to jail. You're going to have TV. You're still going to have exercise. I don't care if it is just 1 hour a day. You're still going to get food, television, exercise, and education. Hell, I've seen people go in jail dumb as a box of rocks and come out literally with like a PhD almost. Okay, it's that bad. You know, what are we teaching our children in school and everything? That there's a consequence. Everything has a consequence. You don't clean your bedroom, you get a spanking. Or you get something taken away, or punished, or talked to, or just something happens. And then later in life, those kids are like, wow, there's really no consequences for anything. You know, if we were to take a rapist or a child molester, for instance, I have children, let's just talk about child molesters. If we would just shoot them in the head, hang them, you know, do something and send a visual message to the rest of them going, oh shit, if I get out of jail and I do this again, I could be hanged, I could be shot, I could be lethal injected, I could be hanged, I could have the guillotine or something, you know. But no, we just tell them pretty much, hey, you molest a child or you rape somebody or kill somebody, it's the rest of your life in a federal prison. You know, they're building all these maximum security prisons. Stop building prisons. Stop building prisons for these criminals. If you would take care of the criminals instead of housing them as the taxpayers pay, you know, like look at the cops that stumble upon this shit, okay? The cop, the medical examiner, the judge, the Circle K worker, the pizza delivery driver. No matter what you're doing, you're the one paying. The victims are still paying every single day of their life going to work knowing that, yeah, that person in jail for raping or molesting or killing, that person is still going to work every day paying for the rapist and paying for the murderer and the serial killer and everything. Their tax dollars are still paying for something that happened to their daughter, son, grandson, granddaughter, etc., etc. They're still going to work with the guilt every single day of, I'm going to work and my tax dollars are literally paying for the person that killed my son or something. Why don't we take all that money that we're building for jails and stuff and build homes for our veterans, for people that actually care? Alright, I'm tired of hearing about this whole we care for our veterans thing. No, they don't. Stop building these fancy ass jails with all this technology and stuff. And then why don't you build something like that, but for the veterans that actually protect our country. You know, that went into war after 9/11. You know what I'm saying? Build something for them. Show them some capacity. Yeah, a wall and a monument of names is good. And let's be honest, 10% off for a senior discount and 10% off for military discount? Are you literally spitting in the face of them service people? If I owned a restaurant and service people came in there, I would serve them for free and figure out how to make up the cost later. We have cared about too much stupid bullshit in this world about our rapists and serial killers that we can't send a fucking message that says, if you do this shit, we will fucking kill you. Okay? Think about the cops and the medical examiner and the first responders that gotta come upon this shit of a dead body or a child that's been raped or molested. Do you know what's going through that child's head? They're gonna have psychological effects from this, but yet the person that did it, they're gonna go to jail. And let's be honest, most pedophiles and stuff don't last in jail. You could be a rapist in jail, but if you're a pedophile in jail, your ass is gonna get got with a shank toothbrush or something. I guarantee it. You can trust me on that. But what I'm saying is, make an example of these people. Have consequences. Stop teaching our kids that there are no consequences, or there are consequences in school and for everything that happens. And then later in life, they can look at TV and go, wow, mass shooting, 27 dead. Why is this guy still eating, breathing, and watching TV? Ask the judicial system. Make an example. Don't drag out fucking trials for every single individual. By the time I'm 90, we might actually execute somebody. You hear about, oh, there's a lethal injection coming up. You're like, yay! No, that's back in like 1980 is whenever they were convicted. Now they're finally getting lethal injection, if we support it. All I'm saying, please, there are consequences for everything, even the most heinous crimes. We gotta do something about this.